Hey guys, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks. This time we have the pleasure of watching Elliot B123 playing in his A-44. Now I'm not sure if this is Elliot's first account, but if it is, congratulations to you, Elliot, on a fantastic round here. 3,000 games played. You've got quite a matchup on your hands here. You're one of only 4 Tier 7 tanks, meaning that the A-44, the Tier 7 Soviet medium, is at its strongest with its fantastic frontal armor and high alpha damage on its 107mm gun. Now this Stuart doesn't seem to like this matchup. Maybe he just needs to spot a few tanks. He's on a mission, perhaps? No, I mean nothing can excuse the terrible play by this Stuart on the enemy team. He's set on fire and Elliot finishes him off. So as I mentioned, Elliot is playing in his A-44. He's got a terrible matchup here. There are a lot of experienced players on the enemy team. 20,000 games, 20,000 games, 20,000 games, and even 51,000 games. Let's see how Elliot can deal with these experienced players. Now he is playing in the Tier 7 Soviet medium tank, the A-44. This thing has a rear-mounted turret, and as we can see there, a gigantic gun. He shaves half the health off that Tier 6 light tank with his 107mm Soviet gun. Now the average damage on this 107mm, and this is the same gun that you get on the T-150 or the KV-5, if you've played either of those tanks, is 300. Now that is the biggest alpha damage gun on any of the Tier 7 medium tanks that has decent penetration. Of course, there are some high explosive guns that you can mount up, but this 107mm does have 167mm of penetration, which allows you to reliably do 300 damage to your targets. Now 167mm of penetration is very good on a Tier 7 medium. You guys might know my favorite, the Comet, has well below that, over 20mm less than that. And the Comet can't even hope to compete with an A-44's alpha damage. Look at that, as he takes out the VK3001D on the enemy team with 317 damage. That's really the speciality of the A-44. It definitely surprises its opponents as it hits very hard for a medium tank. Now, of course, this does come at a cost. It has got poor accuracy and very long aim time. So I recommend that you definitely use a gun-laying drive on this tank, otherwise you're going to be aiming forever. And also, fight up close and personal. This machine does best at about up to 150 meters. Beyond that, it starts to struggle with its accuracy and its aim time, and other tanks can outperform it. But at these kind of ranges, this 107mm is exceptional. 289 damage to the Tiger P with his first shot, and the second one goes right into the lower plate. Pretty much half the hit points of that Tiger taken off there with 2 shots, 607 damage done. Now this Tiger P is the most experienced player on the team. 51,000 games. How can you have played 51,000 games? Unfortunately, Elliot misses the Tiger P's weak cupola on top of the tank. Can he get this Cromwell? A Tier 6 British medium tank. Oh no, 2 shots in a row that don't find their mark. He needs to watch out. That Cromwell as well is a very experienced player. Luckily for him, his KV-3 buddy comes and backs him up, and deals with the Tier 7 German heavy tank. And that allows Elliot to focus on the softer medium tank that is the Cromwell. This Tier 6 British tank doesn't know what hit him. Smack! Elliot loses 100 health and secures a kill on a Cromwell there, doing 225 ram damage. What a hit that was. Oh, and did I forget to mention that the front of this tank is very, very, very heavily armored. So if you can keep your frontal armor facing your opponent, you can bounce a hell of a lot of shots. And also, thick armor, good top speed, and the fact that the tank is fairly weighty means that it does hit very hard in a ram situation. Now, even though Elliot has picked up 4 kills, his team is still severely behind. The enemy outnumber them. Was that 8-2? Make that 7-2 as Elliot secures a kill on an IS-2 on the enemy team. Now he quickly turns his arm around, and it's a good thing too. That Leopard has the auto-loader, only managing to penetrate a single shot. Elliot now has his frontal armor and is chasing down the German light tank. There he goes. Now he turns his armor around again. He's going to have to deal with the Cromwell threat. Now the enemy team were capping. One of the players on the enemy team said, "No cap, die all." Well, I think you might have been a little bit overconfident here with how Elliot is turning this game round. Puts a good hit into the Cromwell, but takes a shot from the VK. Actually, that was a shot from the Cromwell that killed the radio operator, and he finishes off the VK there, slamming in 311 alpha damage. How can he deal with this Cromwell now? Puts a good shot into his side, and check out the excellent traverse speed. What Elliot does here is fantastic as well. He's pushing into the Cromwell, preventing the Cromwell from circling him, keeping his frontal armor to the Cromwell, preventing him from taking any damage, reliably at least, and gave himself enough time for the relatively long reload on this 107mm. Great play there, and that's something that we can all learn from, pushing into your opponents if they're trying to get around you, which is very much possible with a tank such as this, with excellent traverse speed and a lot of engine power, and a lot of weight with that engine power as well. Elliot's already picked up 8 kills this game, and he comes to the defense of the KV-3, probably saving him from the VK-3001D. Or was it the 3002D? Let's take a quick look. Where is he? Oh, it was a 3002D. Saving him from that situation. Look at these two kings. 12 kills between them. Carrying the game there. 2 versus 8. And they were against some decent players as well. And the majority, well, pretty much all of the Tier 7 tanks were left alive. Now Elliot can flank the very dangerous Tier 7 British tank destroyer, the 87. But when it's caught out in the open like this, it's almost like a turtle on its back. It's pretty much useless. And that allows Elliot to reload his gun, come around the corner, and win the game for his team. What a fantastic game for Elliot here, showing you that the A-44 is a very underestimated tank, and it's very strong, especially when it gets into a nice matchup such as this. Congratulations to Elliot B and also his partner in crime, Wanted of Booth, for pulling off a very nice carry together. 13 kills is a fantastic result, and it's made even more impressive by the fact that Elliot was dealing with a massive statistical disadvantage here. The only thing that I would have liked to have seen more in this replay to give a holistic idea of the A-44 would have been to show off some of the side-scraping potential in this Tier 7 Soviet medium tank. Because the turret is rear-mounted, that means you can use this vehicle pretty much at an angle like this, perhaps a little bit more like this, reverse, round a corner, and engage your opponents while having monstrously effective armor. If you want to see examples of this, then I've got quite a few other A-44 replays on my channel which highlight this absolute beast of a machine. But anyway, Elliot, thank you so much for sending me this replay, and let's just take a quick look at the post-game stats. What a result for Elliot B in his A-44. He got 5,474 experience. I guess that's for a double. 1,825 base experience for his 9 kills. 4,800 damage and 3,200 for his KV-3 friend. They certainly carried this one very hard together. The armor on the A-44 held up here. It took 19 hits, of which 4 penetrated, 15 unable to go through the thick Soviet armor. However, we shouldn't forget that quite a few of those shots were from that Leopard light tank, and really, of those 10 ricochets, they only amounted to over 1,000 blocked. For this amount of damage, Elliot got the high caliber, he got a Radley-Walters medal for destroying 9 enemy vehicles, and he also got the Nadin's medal for killing all of the enemy light tanks, which is impressive in a low-tier game. Elliot, thank you so much for sending me this replay. I really enjoyed it, and if this is indeed your first account then you're going to end up being an excellent player. And if you guys enjoyed this replay, then please consider giving the video a like down below. It really helps the channel out. And guys, I'm really excited to announce that I'm going to be going to the Wargaming League Grand Finals this weekend. So if you want to see some of the best World of Tanks teams in the world commentated on me live as it happens, then simply come over to twitch.tv/WGLNA this Saturday and Sunday, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And if you are lucky enough to be at the event as well, then come and say hi, and I'll try to catch up with each and every one of you. I'm really excited thinking which one of these fantastic teams is going to win the event. If you guys know more than me, then please do let me know down below, and also on Twitter, who you think is going to win and why. And if this replay has sparked your interest in the hidden gem that is the A-44, then simply click up here and you can go through to myself this time carrying pretty hard on Himmelsdorf. And let me know what you think about the A-44. Do you think that it's a one-trick pony with its high alpha damage and good frontal armor, and it's just very unflexible, unable to perform the role that you want on a medium tank? Or do you feel that its strengths deem its weaknesses irrelevant? Let me know what you guys think. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.